Anti-Israeli sentiments are running high around the world. Rallies have been held in different countries to call for an end to Tel Aviv's onslaught on the Gaza Strip. Hundreds of Jordanians gathered near the Israeli embassy in the capital Amman and called for its closure, but security forces at the scene prevented the protesters from marching toward the building. Meanwhile, people in the Austrian capital Vienna took to the streets to denounce the Israeli killing of hundreds of Gazans. Pro-Palestinian demonstrators also gathered in Amsterdam at a rally against the Israeli attacks in the besieged enclave. In another event, a group of U.S. demonstrators gathered in front of the White House in Washington, D.C. to protest Tel Aviv's escalating ground and aerial offensives. They were joined by anti-Zionist Jews. Similar protests were also held in Chile, Lebanon, Turkey, Britain, Morocco, and Australia.
It's not the usual Sunday outing for Yunus Mani and his family. Instead of going to the park or out shopping, they're on their way to the White House for a protest. Yunus says he's fed up with the U.S.'s response to the killing of innocent people in Gaza.
Killing anybody, no matter you're Muslim, Christian, Jewish, killing anybody is against any religion in this world.
Yunus says the United States has a moral right to intervene in the Middle East to stop the killing of innocent Gazans.
We should say peace is the best way to solve problems.
Israel launched a ground and air assault in densely populated Gaza, displacing thousands, killing hundreds, as the death toll between the Palestinian resistance movement, Hamas, and Israeli troops climbs, leaving hundreds of civilians dead in Gaza, along with a cadre of Israeli troops. The impact is reaching here in the U.S. Blake Selzer and his wife are hosting a Palestinian woman from Gaza at their home.
The woman who we have staying with us has to call home each night, and if she can reach them, they have electricity maybe 3 hours a night just to see if they're alive.
Protesters have been marching throughout Washington for most of the afternoon, starting at the State Department and ending here with a resounding message: stop the war. As you can hear behind me, protesters are very active here in front of the White House. These protesters have been planning this demonstration for days. They're urging the Obama administration to put pressure on Israel to stop its military aggression in Gaza. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has made statements saying that Israel regrets civilian casualties. But many protesters here say that Netanyahu's pronouncements are hollow and that he holds much of the blame for the hundreds of innocent Gazans who are being killed.
Israel is just bombing, and we're here having talks and, not really taking action. And people are dying. Kids are dying.
Exasperated by the civilian death toll in Gaza, U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry is heading to the region to try to negotiate a ceasefire. Some protesters are expressing skepticism over any success as the amount of casualties in Gaza continues to climb. Colin Campbell, Press TV, Washington.